basically, can I move this? Cool. Basically, every superpower. We are going to be judging every superpower. There is roughly, I mean, we have a calculator. What is, oh, we have it pinned already. 14 times 8. There are 112 superpowers here. All the way from godly charisma down to transfiguration. And we are going to sort and figure out what is God tier, fantastic, pretty cool, alright, bad, I do not want this. I am excited to get into this with you folks, you fine folks. So let's dive right in. Okay, godly charisma. I would say, even though it's in the tier, it's not God tier. So this is a good way to get what you want and to get people to like you. I would say this is pretty cool. We will put this, there we go. Okay, we will put this in pretty cool, where I'm putting it. Power copying. So I guess we'll set up some ground rules. In this world where superpowers exist, let's say 25% of people have powers. I would say power copying is pretty god tier, unless you can only copy the power when it's kind of near you. Well, let's put it in fantastic for now, with the possibility of it moving in the future. We gotta fix this screen. Okay. Technomancy. What the fuck does technomancy mean? Technomancy, derived from technology and mancy, divination, or the use of, okay, refers to the use of magic through technology, or the use of technology as if it were magic. It involves either magic influencing technology or technology being necessary for magic function. This doesn't seem that cool. Oh, there's a what is this? There's a what is this tier as well. Okay. I mean, yeah, we're gonna utilize the what is this for that. Because I don't know what that is. Elemental mimicry. Ooh. I don't know when I would use that. I would say I do not want this, or it's bad. I would say bad. I don't know when I would use that, unless I was a superhero. And we're going with the world where I'm not a superhero. I just have a superpower or two. Force manipulation. Alright. Sheesh. Force manipulation. So you could just manipulate people into how you want them to feel. Sheesh. Well, I'm not a sociopath and I don't want to force anyone. I'm going to put this in bad. Actually, I'm going to put this in I don't want this. I don't want it. I don't want that. I don't do that today. I don't want to do that today. I don't want to force manipulate. It's not my style. Omnilingualism. Is that just being able to speak basically any language? Omnilingualism. The ability to speak and understand all languages, both existing and non-existent. Okay. I would say pretty cool. I don't know. I mean, it's pretty useful if you travel, which I don't. I'm gonna actually move it to alright, because I don't travel. I don't go many places. There's only like 2 languages I would need to know. Necromancy. So we could bring back the dead, right? I don't want to bring back the dead. Yeah, I don't want to bring back the dead. So we're gonna put that in. I do not want this. Destiny control. Destiny control superpower. What? Oh, yeah. Okay. There we go. What is, well, destiny manipulation, probably the same thing, right? Oh my god. There we go. Yeah, that's pretty sick. Destiny control's kind of dope. Being able to just control destiny. I would say it's kind of god tier, because you kind of almost, oh wait, density control. That is not the same thing. Density control. Controlling how dense something is. Damn, that is not at all close to what I thought it would be. Density control. When does density control come up? Do I need to bring up AI for this? I mean, density control. When would it, like, density control be a thing? I think I almost want to bring up Grok to just run over all these with me, Grok. What the fuck is density control? More so, when would I use density control? A density control. I guess. Okay, let's do that. Okay. Can I like pause this magnifier? How do I pause it? Okay, there we go. Alright, let's talk to Grok. Throw Grok up on the side here. Make Grok a lot smaller. Alright, we still good? We're pretty good. Let's move me here now. Okay, let's say, for Grok, I am rating superpowers, and I need to know when certain superpowers might be used. I only need brief examples, nothing too long-winded. The first one I need clarification on is density control. When would I use this? See what Grok has to say. Okay. Density control allows you to alter your body's density, making it harder or lighter. Brief examples of when you use it: to withstand heavy impacts like surviving a fall or blocking attacks. That's pretty sick, but not very useful in my day-to-day life right now. Decrease density to float or walk on water. That's pretty sick. Combat, harden your body to deliver stronger punches or resist enemy strikes. Rescue, become light, move quickly. Really, the decreasing stuff is kind of dope. That's way cooler than I thought, but let's say, all right, why? Okay, god damn, man, this thing is going to be annoying. Okay, let's say it's all right, because I'd only use half of it. I'm not fighting crime. Omnipresence. Do we just ask Grok everything? Do we just like ask AI like, yo, AI, what the fuck does this mean? When do I use omnipresence? Let's see. Let's see what it says. Omnipresence. Did I spell it right? Close enough, it knows what I mean. Surveillance, monitor multiple locations at once. Rescue, combat, coordination. Okay, so again, wouldn't use this a lot in my life. Omnipresence. That being said, sometimes it might be cool. I'm gonna just, I guess, like, probably I don't want this. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with I don't want this. Omniscience. Might just be good to look up what omni means. Omniscience grants complete knowledge of everything, brief examples of when to use it. Oh shit. Problem solving. Instantly know solutions to complex issues like curing diseases or fixing technology. Strategy, predict enemy moves in combat. Investigation, uncover hidden truths, solve mysteries, or locate missing people, objects. Damn, dude. That's kind of god tier. That's god tier. That's sick. Elasticity. That's fun. That's fun. But when am I going to use it? I'm not a mechanic. If I was a mechanic, elasticity seems like that would be god tier. I feel like bad isn't like bad. It just means I don't want it. But I guess I do not want this. I do not want this. Is more so that. Okay, let's see that. I'm going to move that into bad. I'm gonna put this into I do not want this. So force manipulation, I think, is bad. I'm being a judger. Necromancy could also be bad, but it's not like the worst thing. It's just weird. Omnipresence, I don't want it. Elasticity, I don't want it. Elemental mimicry, just don't want it. Fire breathing, okay. I would want it if like I was like, all right, you can have fire breathing or no superpower. I'd be like, all right, I'll take fire breathing, I guess. I mean, all of these, except for necromancy. I wouldn't want that. I'd be like, I'm good. I won't use it. You can give it to someone else. Give that one to someone else, you know? Clairvoyance. Just being able to see future or now. Locating. Find lost people or objects by seeing current locations. Prediction. Foresee immediate dangers or outcomes to avoid threats. Spy on distant or hidden events like meetings or secret operations. Decision making, gain insight into hidden factors to make informed choices. That's pretty sick. I think I would put this in fantastic. Clairvoyance is going in fantastic. All right, gender control. Gender control. I don't want to be too political here, but don't we have that superpower today, folks? Don't we have the ability to control our genders today? Isn't that something we're already doing by the minute? Gender control. I have never wanted to be a lady, so I do not want that. Okay. Pyrotechnics, more fire stuff. God, superheroes love fire. I would just put this in all right next to fire breathing. Cryokinesis. Is that freezing things? Cryokinesis. Generate or manipulate ice. Okay, I mean, it's pretty much the exact same as the fire to me. Probably not as useful as fire. Hydrokinesis. So now we're going in between fire and ice with water, and believe it or not, I'm gonna put it in between these two. Geokinesis. Jesus, I don't care about moving, and just this is about moving, generate or manipulate. Like, why would I care? Oh my god. And now we can create wind. I mean, well, actually, I would love to be able to stop wind occasionally. Man, I'd also like to make it rain occasionally, just have a nice rainy day. Okay. Dude, all of these kinesises, and there's 4 more. I'm just like, well, light manipulation. Dude, all of these are like, all right. Like, okay, electro, chloro, magneto, light manipulation, whatever, dude. Super strength. That's pretty cool. I wouldn't mind super strength. Super strength would be fun. Dark manipulation. I guess that's the same as light manipulation. And all right, you can control the dark. Telepathy. Let's get the grok definition of telepathy here. Telepathy, because the person is throwing me off. Oh, I'm thinking of telekinesis. Telepathy. Instantly share information with allies without speaking. Extract secrets and intentions from others' minds. Silently direct teams in stealth missions or chaotic situations. Understand others' emotions or motives to resolve conflicts. I guess the talking without speaking is pretty cool. I guess. I have to like not put all of these in all right. Telekinesis, moving items with your head. That's fantastic, dude. If I could just like move stuff with my head, with my brain, with my thinking, I'd be down for that for sure, bro. Mind control kind of goes along with force manipulation, and I am just not here for it. Not into it. What is precognition? That seems like another one that we just did. Foresee future events. So that's like the same as clairvoyance, right? I mean, what's the difference? I'm gonna go, I guess, yeah, like pretty cool or fantastic. Yeah. Enhanced intellect. Just being smart. Being probably super smart. I guess fantastic. Because it's not omniscience knowing everything. You're just smarter. Psychometry? What? What is psychometry? Gain information about an object or person by touching it. Brief examples of when to use it. Uncover an object's history or owner's identity to solve crimes. Learn where an item has been to locate missing people or places. Understand an artifact's purpose or events tied to it. Gain insights into an opponent's intentions or weaknesses via their possessions. Pretty sick. I'm gonna put that in the pretty sick, aka pretty cool zone. Illusion. We can create illusions. I would probably just say alright. I mean, alright. Created an illusion. Astral projection. Once again, many people think we can do this now. I have given half-assed effort to trying it. I mean, I have given half-assed effort in trying it. I would just say pretty cool. Doesn't really seem like a superpower though, if the people that do it say that you can just learn it. Dream manipulation. I wouldn't say it's as bad as these two, and I don't know when I would really want to use it, but I guess it's one of those things like, I'd be like, all right, you know, I'm gonna just say I don't want this. Yeah. Super speed is super dope. I would do pretty cool. Maybe. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I would do pretty cool. Yeah. Emotion control. Putting that in mind control. Might be helpful for this job, but I'm not trying to do that. Okay. Energy blast. Very similar to these. Not just because the guy has his arm out. Oh, almost all of them have his arm out. Energy blast. Let's look into that one. Project concentrated bursts of energy. I guess I'll put it in alright. I don't know when I would use that. When would you use energy blast? Absorption. Absorb energy, matter, or abilities from external sources. Absorb energy or enemy attacks. Gain strength or abilities by absorbing energy or traits. So there's that. Sheesh. I guess okay. It's alright. I don't know though. If you can get, it's kind of close to power copying. I'm gonna switch these. Power copying can go in pretty cool. Absorption does the same thing but other stuff. So I'm gonna do that. Reality warping. Reality warping. I have to look up all of these. Allows you to alter reality itself, reshaping the world or events to your will. Brief examples of when you use it. Change the environment to trap enemies. Repair damage, heal injuries, or undo catastrophic events. Manifest objects, resources, or allies out of thin air. Alter outcomes like turning a loss into a win or changing someone's actions. That's pretty huge. Other than like healing and helping people, I almost want to say bad, because like you have this crazy power to change just the world to be your, I don't know, like then you're deciding what's good and bad. I guess no one would know. And if they found out, you could just change reality to where they don't. Ugh, tricky stuff. Tricky stuff. Oh boy, where do we throw that? Reality warping. I'm gonna put it in alright because I like the idea of helping if someone got hurt. Other than that, yeah. Time manipulation. It's kind of like a click scenario, except that you could go really slow and oh, that would be pretty. That's time manipulation's dope, dude. That the movie Time Stoppers, I think it's called. Like obsessed with that movie as a kid. Such a dope movie. Like I have the watch where you could stop time, slow it down incredibly. It wasn't really stopping time. That was really sick. Definitely gonna do that for sure. Dimension travel. I don't want that. I don't want to go into other dimensions at all. Luck control. That's fantastic. Actually, that almost seems god tier. You do a lot with luck control. And it doesn't seem... Could get into the manipulation bit. This bit. Not really. I'm putting luck control as god tier. Gravity control. I don't know. Gravity control? Why would I need to figure out... Why would I... Gravity control? I don't want it. Sound control shit, dog. Can I just make things quiet? I'm gonna put that in pretty cool. I would love to make things quiet. Radiation control. I rarely find myself in radiation or needing radiation. I'm gonna put this in I do not want that, believe it or not. I don't think I need radiation control in my life. Invulnerability. Well, that almost strips out most of anxiety, right? Example being, I don't like snakes, so if a snake came across, I would be invulnerable to it, thus I wouldn't be scared of it anymore. I'm gonna put invulnerability as pretty cool. Cosmic awareness. Let's ask Grok about cosmic awareness. Heightened perception of the universe, its energies, and events. Sense cosmic pathways or locate planets, stars. That doesn't seem like a... Detect universal threats like black holes. Not very useful in my life. Understand alien technologies, languages, or cosmic phenomena instantly. Anticipate galactic scale. Okay, this is boring as shit, dude. I don't want this. Portal creation. Dude. I mean, I already know, like, you can create portals and go places. And so does that work for other people too? Would you be able to, like, make portals for other people to go through? Instantly move to different locations. Create portals to evade danger. Redirect enemy attacks. Ooh, that's sick. I wouldn't use it, but... Oh, there we go. Transport supplies, allies, or resources across vast distances. Portal creation, sick. No more flying. No more flying. You just create a portal. When can you be here? I could be here right now. I could be there right now. Let me create my portal and I'll be there right now. Or do you want to come here? I'll create a portal for you, dog. Teleportation. Isn't that the same as... Wouldn't that be the same as portal creation? Oh, but you can't bring people with you, probably. Maybe you can. Let's see what Grok thinks about it. The expert on superpowers. Teleportation allows you to instantly transport yourself or others to another location. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. Portal creation can be pretty cool, but teleportation is fantastic. You don't even have to create a portal. You just you teleport yourself and others. Ooh, but portal creation suggests you can move objects. Grok says nothing about objects. Tough. And you might be thinking, can't you just put them both in fantastic? I could, but I'm not going to. Okay. Invisibility. Who doesn't want to be invisible? Occasionally, to have invisibility. That sounded very emo. Who doesn't want to be invisible? Who doesn't want to just be not there, but there? I feel like in my adult years, this wouldn't be as needed, maybe? I'm not like sneaking around trying to do invisibility stuff. I'm gonna put this in pretty cool. Intangibility. So you could just like put your arm through walls, right? Is that what we're I'm not sick. Phase through walls or restraints. Flee danger. It's pretty cool. Literally pretty cool. Just walk through walls and shit. Size manipulation. I mean, how often do you need to be bigger or smaller? I'm like, well, it'd be pretty nice in an airplane seat to make yourself like shorter and thinner for just the flight. Okay, we are gonna put that in all right, because I can only think of a few uses. All right. Camouflage. I feel like I would never use this. When would I use that? Camouflage. I would say I don't want this. Like if anything were chosen, if I got one of these, I would not want camouflage to be chosen. I think it would get old too, and there's just like not a ton of use case for it. Okay, wait a second. Now we're getting fucked up here. Make this a tiny bit smaller. There we go. Okay. Fuck, duplication would be dope. I want to be chaotic good, not chaotic evil. Yeah, I mean, that's true, but I do have other bank robbing things in here. That being said, I want to be chaotic good, but like there are other things, like I have luck control. So my thought with the money, my thought with the money aspect of life is like luck control. Just buy a fucking ticket and yeah, and you have all the money. Wandering around Area 51, that would be a good use case for camouflage, for sure. I will say not a big interest of mine to walk around. Persuasion maxed out, what do you mean? Oh, all this manipulation? Yeah, I guess I just don't have the interest in camouflage shit. Yeah, I mean, that is true too. I did think of like luck maxed out does equal like persuasion. Like you can get lucky with human beings. So there is that there. But I'm not like a huge fan of the pure control and manipulation. I put those three that I've come across so far in bad and me being judgy about it, and I'm not into it. So yeah. All right, duplication seems pretty sick. I would put it in all right though, because, well, yeah, I guess if I only had the one superpower, duplication would be pretty cool. It'd be pretty cool to duplicate stuff. I think I'd put duplication there and pretty cool. The power of flight. Power of flight would be pretty cool. I don't know how often I'd use the power of flight though. I guess I would use it. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in pretty cool again, because I'd like it. It'd be fun. I would definitely want it, but I would want to put these at a higher chance of getting one of these, especially teleportation. I would rather have teleportation than flight. Much quicker and easier. Just teleport me there. Winged flight. That is something I definitely like. That's not pretty cool. I don't want winged flight. There's no fucking way I would want wings. Zero way. Enhanced agility, which kind of almost just sounds like super speed. There's other agility, like jumping. I'd put this in all right. Yeah, winged flight is definitely mid. Enhanced agility is like, all right, Cool. I'm gonna put that in all right. Don't need that. Yeah, it's not needed. Animal communication. That sounds fun, but since we're going off like I'm putting probabilities on a random chance of getting one of these, let's throw animal communication, and I do not want this because I'm not trying to be a fucking dog trainer. They're all mid. They're almost all mid, honestly. Like, all of these were mid. They're so boring and so useless for the most part. Like, I don't know, like, how often you'd ever use geokinesis. I don't know. Superhuman sense, which is kind of close to clairvoyance and precognition. Yeah, pretty close to clairvoyance and precognition. Superhuman sense. So I'm gonna put that in pretty cool. Well, let's see what Grok has to say. Superhuman senses, although I think I'm pretty right. You just have a sense about something, but it's superhuman. Beyond human limits. Sight. Oh, hearing, smell. Well, okay. Spot hidden enemies. Not going to use that. Follow faint scents or sounds to locate people or objects. Okay, never mind. This is actually, I'm glad I looked it up. I don't need that. I don't need superhuman sense at all. Echolocation's another one I wouldn't want. That's just being able to, like, that's literally like you're just figuring out where location is based on sound. A fucking dolphin. Navigate and detect objects by emitting sound waves and interpreting their echoes. Yeah, why would I want that? Move through the dark, locate hidden or invisible objects, track fast-moving opponents, find people or items in cluttered or complex. Okay, I don't need that at all. Echolocation is, I do not want this. Do not give me echolocation. Animal summoning. Wow, definitely do not want animal summoning. If there's an opposite one, like animal deflecting, that might be better for me. I'd rather not. Yeah, I like the only animals. I wouldn't want any animals. Like, that's no, go away. I don't want animals near me. It's ridiculous. Yeah, that's scary. Super jump. When would I fucking use it? Super jump. It, along with enhanced agility, really. Like, all right. Yeah, I got super jump. Wall crawling seems almost cooler than super jumping. And I guess you could crawl down walls. So that's pretty cool, but there's no bragging with wall crawling. Watch me scale this building. Super breath. Dude, imagine everyone gets assigned a superpower and you're the fucking guy who got super breath. That would be a bummer. Oh, I got wall crawling. What'd you get? Super breath. I could breathe on people. I guess, like, you somewhat could manipulate people with really great smelling breath, but that seems like a very small part of the puzzle there. Maybe let's see what Grok says about super breath. Super breath. Let's see if Grok thinks that's the case. Generate powerful gusts of air and manipulate breath in extraordinary ways. Blow enemies away or disarm them. Clear debris or extinguish fires. Propel yourself or others with strong air currents for quick movement. Create wind barriers to deflect projectiles. So not what I thought, or I think what you thought. Grok is going with just blowing air. When have I ever needed to be able to blow gusts of air? Probably never. I'm gonna say I don't want that. I don't want that. Fuck. Water breathing would be so useless for me, but so dope at the same time. It would be so useless. Here's why. Because immediately I think, like, okay, water breathing, that'd be sick in the ocean. But, like, that doesn't stop you from dying from, like, the impact and the weight of water going at super deep levels. And it also doesn't stop you from being eaten by dangerous animals at the bottom of the sea. The only thing this helps you with is, like, you're not going to drown. I'll say alright, just to... No, I don't want that. Why would I want water breathing? Yeah. Self-sustenance. And it has a bunch of anti-stuff. Oh, you don't need any of that stuff. You're basically... You don't need entertainment, fire, water, or food. Or anything. That's pretty sick. That's pretty cool to just be self-sustaining. Man, that is pretty cool. I'm gonna put that in pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. Toxic immunity. Well, I did just have to take... No, that's not the same thing. Never mind. Hold on. Calm down. Not the same thing. Toxic immunity. I guess it's all right. If the choice was between having toxic immunity and not, I would take it. Like, all right, that's pretty sick. Enhanced stamina. Yeah, dog. Who doesn't want enhanced stamina other than that? That's pretty cool. Can't just go with anything for hours. Never stop. Does that count for sleeping? I guess that's more than energy, but that's kind of energy. I'm gonna say pretty cool. Enhanced stamina. Pretty sick. Pain suppression. It's pretty cool. Not feeling pain. Only on the outside though. Still be a sad boy with no pain. Which, in God of War, can't remember the guy's name, but he couldn't feel pain and it made him a sad boy. Adrenaline control. When would adrenaline control? I guess, like, yeah, okay. Just makes you calm. Boost strength, speed, and reflexes to overpower enemies. Suppress fatigue to push through prolonged physical or mental tasks. Heighten alertness for quick decision making in high pressure situations. Regulate adrenaline to calm yourself or others during stress or panic. That got a lot cooler than what was in my head. I think I would put this in pretty cool. Almost fantastic. Because the first part, boost strength, speed, or reflexes. It's fine being in pretty cool. Body manipulation. And they just have a fucked up stick figure. Wow, but it has a wing. And okay, let's see what does Grok say about body manipulation? Allows you to alter your physical form or structure. Reshape limbs into weapons or armor for attack or defense. Change appearance to blend into crowds or mimic other... Oh, that's sick. Stretch or contort to reach difficult places. Adapt body to shield others. Fit through tight spaces. Body manipulation is sick. I'm gonna put that in fantastic because you can do a lot of shit with body manipulation. Yeah. Acid creation. I don't want that. That's an easy one. When would I use that? Hyper awareness. Say alright. Alright. I'm super aware of stuff. Bone manipulation. I mean, it's just for helping people with broken bones in my world, so I'm gonna put that in I do not want. And there was another one, which I think I was too easy on. And maybe, actually I wasn't, and I put it... Did I put it in here? Did I put it in here? Doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. There was another one similar to that, or whatever. Lava manipulation. I don't want that. I'm never near lava. Lava. God, more of these stupid fucking kinesises. And I almost want to put them all, like, in I don't want it. Because I don't want it. These actually are much more useful though. Maybe not Geo, but these are much more useful to me than Geo, Lava, or the atmosphere. Cloud manipulation. I think I would just make every single day kind of like, yeah. That's what I thought with the hydrokinesis. Yeah, I mean, I would just turn Texas into like the new Washington. But I guess, you know what? I can't trust myself to have cloud manipulation. Because I would just fuck up a whole area. Because I'd be like, I want it to just be cloudy every day. I would screw up the earth. Or at least just where I live. Metal manipulation. Some of these I'm just like, so boring. After you read some of the fucking dope ones. I don't want it. Enhanced reflexes. Alright. Crystal manipulation. Don't want it. Sand manipulation. Are you fucking kidding? Dust. Dude, this is so stupid. Fog. Smoke. Okay. Fear control. Bad. Memory control. Bad. I don't like any of that. That's true. I could dust my entire house and my computer. Yeah, but if I get a superpower, I don't want the chance of it choosing one of those over one of these. Dude, I fucking hate... I just started streaming on Twitch, and it's so stupid, dude. The amount of bullshit that gets posted in chat on Kick, not Twitch. Kick. So dumb. They need to clean that shit up. Also, imagine you have that one coworker that you don't like. Just put them in fog all day. I think that's such a clown. Okay, back to this. Yeah, I mean, you bring up some solid points. Sand and dust are more places, and I could just quickly dust and sand, get sand out of my house or wherever. But good point. Okay, I'm gonna move dust up here. Sand I'm gonna leave and I don't want. I'm gonna be fair and I don't want it. Also, fog, like, I don't want that either. Smoke though. There are times like, you know, barbecuing, fire pits. Be pretty dope to just send smoke up. I'm gonna do that. Alright. Pain infliction. Bad. Hypnosis. I almost want hypnosis and bad. It kind of aligns with that. Yeah, it is more quality of life for sure. Yeah, they definitely are, and that's what's tough. I'm getting all excited about superpowers, and then they bring up just like, why did I put dark manipulation up here? And light manipulation? I guess because it was just like, I don't want it. I mean, I was like, alright, if I get it, I get it. I don't know, these lists when they're super long get tough, but we're actually almost at the end. Hypnosis, it just feels like it's not totally like these ones, because I think, you know, if someone truly doesn't want something in a hypnosis, it doesn't work. It only works if there's like some desire there. So let's put hypnosis in alright. That would be an alright thing to have. Voice mimicry seems pretty shady. I don't know when you use voice mimicry for a not shady thing. Regeneration. That seems pretty cool. I will say I don't run into that very much, but when you need to regenerate something, it's probably going to be the most useful thing to have. Time pause. Very similar to time manipulation. 1000% fantastic to have. I would love to pause time. If you have pause time, if you have time pause as a superpower and you're late to something, you're an asshole. X-ray vision, dude. X-ray vision is pretty cool. I've always wanted X-ray vision. I still want it. Thermal vision, not so much. Let's ask Grok though. Let's ask Grok, what can you do with thermal vision? Spot living beings or machines in darkness, fog, or through walls. Follow heat trails. Oh, that's kind of sick. Identify hidden enemies. Find survivors in smoke-filled or collapsed environments. That's pretty sick. I'm gonna put it in alright though. It is pretty cool. Night vision. Damn it. Probably alright as well. I'm not out and about at night too much. And maybe I would be if I had night vision. But yeah. Mirror manipulation. Let's see what Grok says about mirror manipulation. When does that come up in your life? Mirror manipulation allows you to control or use mirrors for various effects. Step through mirrors to teleport to other locations. What the fuck? Create mirror duplicates to confuse enemies. Use mirrors to spy on areas or create illusions. Form mirror barriers to block or reflect or redirect energy-based attacks. Well, some of that sounds really cool. Other stuff sounds like I wouldn't be using it too much. So we'll put that in alright. Skin hardening. I'll just throw it in alright. Venomous touch. I don't want that. I don't have people I need to kill. Possession. I don't want possession at all. Digital absorption. What is that? Can I spell? Probably not. Allows you to absorb, manipulate, or interact with digital data or technology. Absorb and decipher data from devices to bypass security or gain information. Manipulate digital systems like shutting down networks or controlling machines. Disable enemy attack or absorb digital attacks to neutralize them. Instantly possess and understand complex digital information or code. That would be pretty cool. It'd be cool to just download data too. I think that one's pretty cool to me. We're super nerds for being like, yo, that's dope, dude. That's super dope. Some nerd shit. Q shift. Just changing your fucking skin tone. Yeah, digitally manipulate bank account to millions for sure. Oh, I wonder if it says that you could change your opacity. If Grok says it, then that's probably pretty cool, because that's basically invisibility. Change your color to blend into surroundings. Alter an object's appearance to mislead others or create an illusion. Shift colors to disorient enemies. Modify hues to enhance visibility, like highlighting hidden items or marking paths. Yeah, because hue isn't really opacity. Would opacity be in that as well, or just hue/color? Typically focuses on altering color or visual speculation of objects. Dude, Rock is getting out of hand. Opacity, yeah, it's... yeah, so kind of you can camouflage yourself. I'm gonna put it, well, I don't know, dude. I'm gonna just say alright. Like, it's alright. Okay. It's alright. Immorality. You just don't die. I don't want that. Blood manipulation. I mean, you could stop someone from bleeding, which is sick. Yeah, that, like, other than, like, helping someone to stop bleeding, it seems pretty scary. And I don't know how often I come into contact with someone bleeding so much I'd have to step in and help them stop. I'm gonna just move it to I don't want it. I don't want that responsibility. Transfiguration. That's pretty cool. I would love to transfigure things. Conjuration is fantastic. Being able to make shit appear. Web slinging, I'm gonna just say is alright. We've all seen the documentaries of a dude who can web sling, and it's cool if you fight crime. But, you know, other than transportation, I guess you could hang a lot of pictures with web slinging too. Assuming the web lasts forever, you could just hang pictures with your web. That would be pretty sick. Yeah, I don't know. We'll just leave that in alright. Heat vision. Oh shit, this is like cutting people in half. But yeah, I'm gonna just say bad. That's bad. I don't want to cut anyone in half. I know there's other things you can do with it actually, so I'm not gonna put it in bad. We'll put it in do not want. We'll put it in do not want. Okay. Super hearing. Dude, I had a coworker who had super hearing. It was crazy. I forget what happened, but she bumped her noggin and she was the opposite of deaf. So I didn't do this to her because she said like, oh, my old boss used to like, you know, always fucking test me and like whisper things from across the room and blah blah blah. And I was like, all right, that's pretty fucking stupid. Like, one says whatever just to see what's going on. I'm sure she did kind of like the attention, but at the same time it's like, I'm not gonna treat your horrible thing like super hearing as some fun game for me. So I didn't do it too much, but I had to remember that shit, dude, because like I'm not a huge shit talker at work. I don't shit talk a lot. But, you know, sometimes, you know, you got to be honest about someone's work performance or whatever. So I had to remember that, yeah, she could hear every fucking word in that office. Now, if there's a lot of noise going on, you're pretty safe. It's not like she has selective super hearing. But, yeah. I feel like it would just have headaches and shit all the... Yep. It's like the enhanced senses thing. I don't really want more because most things are turned to average. Shit would be so loud all the time. And that's how it was. Shit was really loud for her all the time. And I think she had hearing aids that basically blocked out noise. But like, one thing that was fucked up was she lived with her dad who had a girlfriend. Imagine, I mean, you put on headphones to block it out, but imagine hearing just sex 3 or 4 fucking rooms away, no matter how quiet they're being. Of your parents or anybody. Some people it's cool, be exciting, right? Most people though, I don't think you really want to hear that, especially after a while. Not a lot of fun. Ugh, and the noises of just you, like all the things you don't want to hear, you'd hear. My mind is instantly thinking of fucking macaroni and like just stirring macaroni and having that blasted in your ears and other things that sound like that. So I don't want that. I met someone with that. It's not cool. Freeze breath. We put that Where's the other breath one? I didn't put that in all right, did I? Like, because that doesn't sound all right. That just sounds stupid. I don't know where it is. It doesn't matter. That one's just, I don't want freeze breath. Fire breath was somewhere in there. Whatever, dude. Yeah, sounds terrible though. Okay, force fields. This just doesn't seem helpful for a normal person, and I'm putting myself in the role of a normal person. I'm not trying to be a superhero. Combat skills. I'll put this in all right, but I'm not trying to fight. It's just like, it'd be nice to know, I guess. It's that confidence that people get when they start going to like Brazilian or any fighting thing, right? I just hear it mainly from Brazilian jiu-jitsu people that like there's a level of confidence you get when you start to learn how to fight and you realize you can handle yourself against the average person who can't fight or whatever. Combat skills would be sick to have, just to know you have them, right? Nothing else other than that. Healing touch. Healing touch would be sick. I'll put that in pretty cool, even though it's kind of like just manipulating shit. Shapeshifter. Shapeshifter is almost like being invisible. Shapeshifter feels like it's kind of like being invisible, right? Like if you got that one, you want to spy on a room, you could just become a cat. You're just sitting in, I guess that's not the same thing because the person be immediately like, you have a cat? No, I don't have a cat. Whose fucking cat is that? You know? Could turn out really bad actually too. Well, I guess you could become a fly. That could be really bad too. I don't know when I would use shapeshifter. We're gonna just put that in all right. We're gonna put shapeshifter in all right, I guess. And that's the list. That's the list. So like I had 2 god tier superpowers I'd want. Omniscience and luck control. I feel like this is a pretty fair list because I did not crowd the top. I was fair with like bad and shit that I just was being judgy about. A lot I don't want. There's a lot I do not want. Oh, now that we're using Grok, because this was like the first one. Let's ask Grok, what is technomancy? Allows you to control or manipulate technology through supernatural or magical means. Okay. Operate or reprogram machines like robots or computers without physical interaction. Yeah. Instant bypass digital security or extract data from devices. Oh wow, okay. Turn enemy tech against them, like making weapons malfunction or drone attacks their owner. Fix broken technology or enhance its performance with a thought. That is much cooler than the Google definition was. So you could just reprogram shit with your head, with your mind. Where was the other one for this? I think it was digital absorption. I think I'm gonna put that in pretty cool. That seems like a pretty good thing to have. Let me turn off this. Okay. That seems like a pretty tight superpower to have. And I think I'm pretty satisfied with this list.